Good afternoon from where am I? City City of Rocks Preserve here in Almo. Well, just outside of Almo, Idaho. And Almo, Idaho is a special place in and by itself. But this isn't about Almo, Idaho. This is about the City of Rocks. That's where I found myself. You know, I saw this place on a show. I think just called well, I think it was called Idaho the Movie. And I saw this place and I thought it looks fascinating, but it's one of those places that's a little bit out of the way. No, it's a lot out of the it's a lot out of the way. And I am at the Bread Loaves group campground. And there's a group camping right over there, but I've got space number G. You see? G is in golf. And I woke up this morning in a parking lot of Camping World, of all places, in Draper, Utah. And I woke up at about 4 in the morning, and I was on the road by about 4:15, and it brought me all the way up here to the City of Rocks Preserve. And this is a national preserve, so you don't want to mess around in a national preserve like flying drones and stuff like that. But I'm just going to show you the rock formations. Now, people come from all over the world to climb these rocks. That's right. And that's called bread loaves. So I'm going on a little bike ride. I was looking at some of the different hikes. I got here at about 8:30 this morning, and I actually started working, and I snuck in a nap, and I put in the better part of a full day working. And now I'm going to go explore a little bit, and I'm going to bring you along. And I was looking at the hikes that they have here, and I'm going to go do, well, it's supposed to be an easy hike, but with me, you know, things are never easy. So so I'm going to take you along, and we're going to go and take a hike on a bike, so to speak. So let's go see City of Rocks. Well, looking at the map here, this is where I'm at. It's up near the top. I'm pretty elevated, and I had to drive quite a road coming up here this morning in the rain. So where I'm going right now is to this little place called Circle Creek Overlook. Circle Creek Overlook. It's right there. So I'm going to drive down the road. I'll bring you with me. I'm going to try to put the camera out the roof of the car, and then just let you experience the drive yourself. All right, so just before I go check out this window arch, I wanted to show you, this is what you'll see when you come here. These are the diehards. These are the true blue rock climbers. And look at this rig. They've got the whole setup up on the top there. And I'm assuming they're rock climbers, right? Are you guys rock climbers?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? How awesome. Fantastic. All right, have a great day.
You as well.
Okay, so let's go check out window arch. Really cool. That's something I never really took up, was rock climbing. It's never too late, right? So it just says window arch 300 feet. But look at the campsite here. You see? You can come. Now you're not going to bring your camper in here. This is more for a tent. So you bring a tent into this space here. And look at the view. Isn't that something? Wow. Just beautiful. Really beautiful. All right, so we'll go find window arch, which should just be down here a little ways. Oh, they got a fire ring for that campsite. And it's late spring, and there are still some wildflowers to be seen. Window arch is going to be just off to the right here. You know, you almost feel like you're in Utah. Those of you that have been to Utah, you know that all types of beautiful parks with rock formations. And people here, they, when you think Idaho, you think potatoes. Not to mention the Boise State Broncos. But look at this. Wow. Now, I don't know where I'm looking for the arch. Oh, here it is. Right here. See? There it is. Look at that. Window arch. Wow. How beautiful. That really is beautiful. Look at that shot. Fantastic. What a place. Really, really an interesting place. Well, I'll do a little rock climbing. I'll go up here. There we go. Okay, so now if people ask me if I rock climbed, I'll say, oh yeah. Yeah, I rock climbed window arch. And they say, ooh, you rock climbed window arch? And I said, I did. All 12 feet of it. So, all right, let's get on with the trip.
Oh, you got me stressing, counting all my blessings. God, come get me out of this town. 'Cause every day I wake up wishing I could break up with the city light and construction sound. I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams. Yeah, I'm probably running, trying to get away from myself. I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, I couldn't wait to move, I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. And now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams.
Another quick stop here on my way down to the trail going to the overlook where I'm going to take my bike ride. And there is this quite famous building. I don't know the name of it. I'm sure you could find it on Google pretty easily. But it's an old building, and this is the boy, right up on top I see it says March 29th 18 something, but this was part of what I think was the California Trail. I could be mistaken, but look at that beautiful home. And it's unfortunately it's behind a fence, and the fence says private property. So I'm gonna refrain from jumping over the fence and walking around the home, but nonetheless I can still give you a nice view of it. Here's another quick view from the other side. You know, when I do these videos, oftentimes I'll take these videos with the mindset that I'm gonna grab pictures from the video, because this is actually taking 24 pictures for every second, and I'll be able to just grab pick and choose the pictures that I wish to have. Well, there's the road right there, folks. Circle Creek Overlook. Steep, narrow road with few turnouts, no trailers or vehicles over 20 feet. So, oh boy. All right, let's go see if I can find my way up.
With my head on your chest, wearing your shirt like my party dress. Something about the way you're holding me tight lets me know everything's alright. We don't have anywhere to be. Right here we got all we need. Lock the door and try the blinds. Let's just stay here a while. Let's be lazy, baby. No troubles on our minds.
That was a relatively easy drive up. It was a short drive, rather, but I would imagine you saw where I came across the Jeep there. But I'm on my bike now, bike that I bought a little bit over a year ago, and I'm not going to go crazy and try to ride and record all that much. I'm gonna focus more on my safety than your viewing. But look at this view. Wow. Distant views. They give you the names of the distant views: Green Mountain, Jim Sage Mountains, Black Pine Mountains, the Lower Narrows, Strevel Pass, Bear River Mountains, Raft River Mountains, and Smoky Mountain. This vast scene holds many intriguing stories. If the land could speak, it would tell of pioneers and wagons crossing the wide Raft River Valley from Strevel Pass to Emigrant Canyon, bound for California. The land would speak of stagecoaches racing from the Transcontinental Railroad station of Kelton, Utah to the City of Rocks stage station a few miles south of here. They carried supplies and payroll for gold miners in the Boise Basin. Still a 15-day ride from here. Look at that view. Just beautiful. All right, let's go see the overlook. Well, this is the trailhead, and I should say maybe trailheads. Look, it's only a 0.1 mile to the Circle Creek Basin overlook, and then to the Geological Interpretive Trail about half a mile. But I'm going to do the Stripe Rock Trail, 1.5 miles. And you know what? I'm going to actually walk my bike, probably a good portion of it, the part that's going uphill, if only because I'm out of shape. But otherwise, I'd be going right on up the right on up this trail with my bike instead of walking it, such as I am. All right, let's go check out this overlook. Well, I found a little stretch of the path here that I could record and you know, ride and record, so to speak. But maybe I spoke too soon, because I see where I'm going to be going down here. But what a beautiful experience this is. Really, really nice. Well, I'm walking down a bit of a steep little climb here. Steep for a 59-year-old man. Maybe back in my day I would have whipped down here on my on my bike. But look at this. It really is. Wow. It really is something. Just really, really something. All right. I don't want to get lost out here. That wouldn't be a good overnight experience. There could be lions and tigers, and maybe even some bears. All right, you're going to have to pardon the bumps, but I think I can bring you along for a little bit of this ride here. Oh boy. It rained earlier today, so the ground is relatively soft. I'll go right between these two puddles. I don't know that there's much wildlife out here per se. Okay, I see a fork in the road coming up. Let's see. I think what I want is the Stone Creek Loop, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Well, I don't know, unless I miss something here. I'm not going to go too far. I actually see some cattle grazing off in the distance. Well, this is about as far as I'm gonna go. I don't see. Ooh, why did the heifer cross the path? I don't know. Oh, look at that. You see, he's just looking. I hope it's not a bull and he wants to charge me. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that. That is some nice prime rib. Yeah. That is some really, really good prime rib. And I believe that cow is his calf, her calf is just on the other side of the fence. Because there's a little one. Uh-oh. Here's another one. This is what you call open range, where they just kind of go out and, you know, roam. Wasn't there a song, "Oh, Give Me a Home," where the buffalo roam? Or the cows? You know, no, that's until the cows come home. Look at that. Now, I don't know if these cows charge, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out. You see, I'm gonna just very nicely say goodbye and go on my way. I found my way back to the parking area, and I'll be darned if I couldn't find that trail. But oh well. Back to the campground to set up the telescope and maybe light a campfire. You are looking at Camp Rock, and what caught my attention about this rock, as opposed to all the other rocks I see, it said Immigrant Signatures. Immigrant Signatures. And you know, I don't know, when they were coming across in the wagon trains, if they would, you know, get out a pocket knife or something and say, you know, Bob was here or something. But let's see, because I do see something. Well, that's probably, I'm inclined to think I'm gonna see, you know, graffiti, like spray paint and stuff. That's what this that's what that actually looks like. You know, somebody came here with some spray paint, JJ Attenborough or something like that. But look at this rock. Nonetheless, you can see why this would be so attractive to people coming here from around the world to go rock climbing. And maybe somewhere around here we'll see some immigrant signatures. But that is a big rock. It's also a big rock that I'm not going to climb. I'll stick with Window Arch. People say, "Did you climb Camp Rock?" I say, no, I just stuck to Window Arch. But look at that. See, there's your still shot right there. But no, I don't see any signatures. I think I see some spray paint. I wonder back then in those days if they carved, you know, like a heart with an arrow through it. You know, Bill and Sue were here, or Bill and Sue forever, or Paul and Debbie. A little reference to my dear friends in the Villages, Florida, who just celebrated their, oh, I don't know what it was, their 44 or 45th wedding anniversary. I'm sure they'll probably put some comments here in the video. But okay, I don't see any signatures. Maybe it's up here where they have it fenced off. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Oh, maybe this is why they called it Camp Rock, because it arches out over here, and they would camp right down in there. Now I do see some stuff on the wall, and I guess you'd have to Google it. Well, maybe not, because here's something that registry on the rocks. The rocks are covered as far up as one can reach or climb with names of immigrants. We left ours with a date and a conspicuous place for the boys behind. And look at all the bird nest right up there. You can see that. We left ours with a date and a conspicuous place for the boys behind. We saw the names of some of our acquaintances who passed here 2 years ago. Eliza Ann McCauley, August 9th, 1852. Shoshonian tribes and their ancestors used the rocks for communication. By combining minerals, animal fats, and plant dyes, they created pigments that were used to paint photographs. These were used to tell stories, depict rituals, record visions, and show territory. Emigrants continued this practice by using axle grease to leave their own messages. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wow, axle grease. So there you go. You see, you learn stuff when you watch Tom TV. So pay attention. Could be coming up on Jeopardy, one of these questions. All right, I gotta get back. You know, I might as well just give you the full tour. Well, kind of the full tour. I'm stopping at some of these rocks that are labeled, such as this one right here. That is Treasure Rock right there. And there's a little kiosk or a little placard up here to tell you a little bit about Treasure Rock. Look at that. Treasured. It says treasured rocks, plural. Treasured rocks. On the mountains north of here sits Indian Grove, where one can view the city of rocks at a distance. Up there once stood watchful sentinels and Chief Pocatello, who lived from about 1815 to 1884 and was known as Tonoaja and Bozenu, Buffalo Robe. Gazing down at the travelers on these trails to their treasured homelands, here and throughout the Shoshonian territories are leaders and spokesmen, such as Pocatello, safeguarded the people's lives and the resources of the natural world that sustained us. Isn't that something? At City of Rocks in 1858, the first diplomacy between, well, I can't even pronounce those names, the Indians and the United States occurred. Pocatello met with Frederick Lander, and then the chief engineer of the Federal Wagon Road being built from the South Pass to the city. With kindness, they arranged for safe passage for the road builders and immigrants. Isn't that something? And here would be, right there, you can probably even see them. There they are. And there's an actual photograph of the goods on the journey to the Shoshone. Wow. All right, on with the tour. All right, I think this is Bath Rock right here. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what the sign said. It said Bath Rock. And for those of you that were wondering, where are all the climbers? Well, if you look close, there's a couple of them at least on this rock right here. One is almost down over on the left-hand side, and then the other one, dead center, I think he's coming down. I don't know if he's coming down or going up, but let's see if I can figure that out. Boy, you talk about cojones. He's got a big pair of them, really big pair. I know I don't have cojones that big. But can I say cojones on YouTube? I think I can. Look at that. Wow. He's just kind of stopped right there. What's he doing? And I don't know if he's attached. I would think that he's got to be attached to something. But what a view. Isn't that something? I think his buddy's on the bottom watching. Wow. Just incredible. All right, let's go. You know, I found my way up to I couldn't resist the temptation to come up to the base of this rock. And look at this. This is the gear. You see? For people that have big cojones, this is the gear right here. This is big cojones gear right there. Look at all of this stuff.
Yep.
You see? Look at all of that. Isn't that something? And you got, I think, a young lady right here that's holding the line down at the base. Or a young man. But look at this. Show you the view straight up. Look at that. Whoa. Isn't that something? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Well, this would be as good as any spot to end this video. This information board here about climbing. And I'm almost back to the campground. And it says, on belay. Occasionally you can hear the short communications between climbing partners on the towers and granite formations before you. Listen carefully and you might hear the click of a quick draw, a carabiner, or the clanking of cams, nuts, or chocks on a climber's rack as they ascend such routes as Scream Cheese and Crack a Doom or Skyline. So isn't that something? And you know, there's somebody over there. They're over on that peak, if I can even point to it, right there. That, I believe, is Anteater, and Scream Cheese is going right down. And behind those rocks there, you've got Jim Sage Mountains, and then right over there, that's the Crack of Doom. You see, that's the Crack of Doom, and that's a better crack. Last night I was at a concert in Sandy, Utah, and the guy sitting next to me, really big guy, he had a big crack. But I won't elaborate about that. You know, just sitting in the chair next to me. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that something? City of Rocks receives over 100,000 national and international visitors each year, and most have come to climb in this quiet western setting. The reserve provides one of the highest quality granite face climbing areas in the United States, offering over 600 traditional and sport climbing routes ranging from the easy 5.6 to the difficult 5.13 plus. While climbing is inherently risky, it is made safer through quality gear, good communication between partners, and most of all, skill. Have you come to On-Site, Flash, or Red Point? Climb on. All right, folks. Have a beautiful day.